M0FXB, welcome to my channel. Just a quick one here. Someone asked me a question. What is the difference between the Runbo interface and the Rfinder? Well, there's a massive difference. The Runbo radio interface is very basic. You've got 16 channels here. You hold a channel. You put in all the parameters, DMR or analog, save. Then you've got a settings thing here. You go to the important one is program PTT, and you hit that and click OK, and it adds the parameters. So it's a very basic program. You won't see the contact details. You'll see the DMR number. It sounds fine. You know, the audio is fine, and you have a PT. Well, it's the device that gives you these PTTs, but it's a basic system. And then if you go to the Android side of things, that's gone in now, so we can back out and we can actually use these channels if we want. You just push here, and that's your PTT once it's all set up. So let's have a quick look at the Android. So we'll go home, scroll up, and then it's just the usual interface with your apps. So if I tap Peanut, that works. We've got Zello link there as well. Zello as well. So Zello link, lol. There's Zello. And you'll hear it come to life in a sec. I find that the microphone's not great. You're much better off Bluetooth in a microphone like this for the analog stuff. But for the radio stuff, the microphone is here and you really have to get close. It's okay. It's okay. That's what I'll say about the Runbo interface. Now the Rfinder interface is completely different because it's had hundreds and hundreds of hours of development over years to get it to where, you know, hams are enjoying it. Right, well, let's look at the Rfinder system now. So we have the app here, Rfinder. Let's just select it and fire it up. We get this screen here. Of course, we've got all the Android stuff, just like the Runbo device had, and we can use Echolink, Zello, Peanut, all those kind of apps, and we can even use it as a phone, both of these devices. So with the Rfinder system, you have complete control. So we tap the screen here. We've got this showing 70 centimeters at the moment. It's my HubNet connection there. So let's tap it. And here, if we just try and zoom in a bit closer, we can add frequency for receive and transmit. So we can select repeaters. We've got in this situation, we've selected DMR. So looking at this, FM narrow, FM wide, and DMR. At the moment it's DMR, we've got color code 1, time slot 2, and we've got the talk group as 91. And then we just click set parameters and it will add that in. Or we can change it to FM, then we go into our CT CSS settings. Again, all very self-explanatory. We can change the power as well, and we can set the parameters to the radio. And it is a proper VHF, UHF radio in here, transmitting analog. It's not digital, although there is a digital built-in, let's call it a built-in connection to Brandmeister. I call it my DMR IP hotspot. So we'll just reopen that. I'll show you DMR IP. So at the moment it's just a radio using the antenna on top as usual. We'll select ROIP. Connect to Brandmeister, and there are configuration settings, but just for now, just to show you that this will now connect to Brandmeister, say talk group 91. If I tap the screen here, we can decide the talk group number, just tap it in there, click set parameters, and it will put that in for you. It says the radio is ready, and we're just waiting for someone to speak now, and that will come through. You've also got the sync button here, which refreshes it. We've got let's call it the sort of hamburger type thing here, 3 lines there, but you can just swipe across and you start to look at all these different options. So you've got a message board, that's messages within the Rfinder community. Go back, swipe across, Rfinder network, that's all part of the same thing. DMR OIP settings, so you can set the settings when you're using DMR OIP. You come out just by one tap. And then we can go tap the 3 pies and then we can go DROIP settings, and we can choose, it says Brandmeister United States. I could choose the United Kingdom if I want. Put my password in for Brandmeister. We've got TGIF settings there as well. I'm just going to go back now because you should reboot when you put those settings in. You should actually reboot. So let's see what else we got. Swipe across. We've got memories. Now the thing that you definitely cannot do with a Runbo is save your memories. Now if I tap here, like my restore memories from the cloud, so there is a computer controlled software that you can log onto your computer and you can do everything you're doing on the radio is saved to this cloud. So restore memories from the cloud, I can just tap that and it will bring in all those memories, or I can make add new memories. So if I tap here, and it does break it down into different zones. So here's one here, 2 meter channels. I can tap the screen and it will set those parameters for me. And it's done it there. The way Rfinder started was, see this worldwide repeater database, if you tap it, started off just by making it very easy to have all this listed in one place, and then you could actually tap one of them, set parameters, and it will just instantly put that into your radio, whether it's DMR or analog. It makes no difference. It will put all those settings in for you, and you go by distance, frequency, core, and there's even a map. If you tap a map, you'll see all the different, there's one there, all the different Rfinder users, GB3WB, that's a repeater that I recognize. Go back, close the directory. You can actually add a repeater. If you're a repeater keeper, you can add your repeater. Swipe across, filters. So you've got this different way you can filter what you're actually receiving. Swipe across. The brand new one is the satellite one. Obviously, this is very impressive. This will also control via Bluetooth an antenna on a rotator that's been designed by the Rfinder team. And that's, just look on their website, rfinder.net, and you'll see that. So let's just tap one. Tap the ISS. It's loading, and look, this is, as far as I know, this is a brand new in the beta settings, but I'll tap it and you can see how it's going to pass. You've got all the information there, which is being updated live. You can actually see it changing, the data. And the idea is eventually it will put in the receive and transmit frequencies as the satellite passes over. And then you'll be connected, to this amazing antenna that's been designed. But there's still functionality here where you can use it as it is. And the simulator, you'll say, is no paired devices because I haven't got an antenna paired to my Bluetooth. You've got the track button here. So keep an eye out for that, because there's obviously a lot more going to be happening. And then look underneath, you can just swipe up and you've got all different modes there. The top one is APRS. The next one down says FM, and SSTV, and so on and so on. And so that is in development. So still very impressive, isn't it? It's all included in your Rfinder. So swipe across here like so. Propagation for HF. Well, it's not just HF looking at it, it's actually for other things. QRG offsets is, your BER loss on your hotspot. So of course you can use this radio with a normal standard Pi-Star OpenSpot DV Mega hotspot. Subscription, that's your yearly subscription, which is only about £11 a year, and as many devices as you want. And to me, that is a giveaway. You've got support, you've got, updating. Now remember, this device updates automatically anyway. It will just send you a message. You tap the message and it'll update. Let's go back to ROIP. See if we can get some activity. Nothing at the moment. When you key, look, it goes red. You saw that. Blue is for digital. Let's tap this planet here. Please select your status. So I'm going to tap the down arrow. Oh, do that again. I've got a bit of a bad internet connection in this room. Available, sign in, and then people on the Rfinder network will be able to talk to you, and that's Rfinder network here. You can even video conference, Rfinder map. Right, we've got some activity coming in there. Did blip up then. If you ever don't hear it, tap it. Look at this here. Smart APRS. I haven't even used that, but this device has got APRS as well. I need to use all these features, don't I? Let's try initial setup. Continue to setup screen. You can refresh all your databases for DMR contacts and the DMR. It's all there. Put your DMR number in. Advanced support. Reset the module. Yeah, don't do that. ROM update instructions. So you've got all information for that as well. Just look at our settings. Have a look here. APRS, M0FXB. So you're on the APRS system as well. Remember, none of this you'll get with the Runbo, with the Runbo software. And this is what you pay for when you're buying an Rfinder device. And this is constantly under development. And a lot of things I've forgotten. There's your call signs coming in now via DMR. Let's go back to ROIP, connect to Brandmeister. Remember, ROIP means you don't need a hotspot. Your typical hotspot, like this. You don't need it. You can literally go anywhere in the world and not need one. But when you do use one, it still works great. I find with the Runbo, it will work on the OpenSpot DV Mega, but it won't actually work with Pi-Star. I don't know why. I've tried the BER, it just doesn't want to know. So that's it really. A quick look at the Android side. Got all these different apps that I've opened up here. Go like so, swipe up, and like I said, it's a phone. You can run Zello. Go to Zello there. Someone is actually speaking. I can see Zello in the background. You've got a separate volume. Yeah, talking tech on network radios. Just look that one up. Network radios, real good group of people for using Zello. PTT wise, you've got two PTTs, one for the radio, one for Zello. That looks like a fingerprint sensor. I haven't even thought about doing that yet. And I've probably forgotten so many things that you can do. So thanks for watching my channel. The question was, what's the difference between Runbo software and Rfinder? Well, there's a massive difference. It's a completely different unit. So bye for now. 7.3, all the best.